Okay, that should be good. YouTube should be fine. Facebook should be good now. I'm hoping. Seems like it's cooperating very well. It uploaded my stuff and it showed really cool stuff. I'm presuming it's working. Either that or I fixed some MacGyver way back in. Like sometimes I baffle even the staff of streaming sites where they're just like, how the hell did you do that? And I was like, I don't know, I'll have to backtrack my work real fast. It really happens like that sometimes. It's really strange. But I see a really big flock of people in what's going down, folks. I know it's been a second. It's almost the 4th of July for all of my American friends. Happy 4th of July and Independence Day. You know, it's a cool commemorative holiday we all share off. And for my people across the ponds, it's going down, folks. Doesn't mean if you're not part of the celebration you can't join in and have fun. It's American hospitality. That's the way I look at it. Ed, what's going down? I see a lot of people already beating me to shares. Damn it. Alright, give me 1 second. I have too many dashboards. I want someone to in the world that's more nerdier than me to make an app that controls everything. And I literally mean everything. That would be amazing. The universal everything. Now conveniently sold at Bed Bath and Beyond. Because they would sell some shit like that there. Probably. I don't know. But cheers everyone. How's everyone doing on this eve of funness? I'm going to try to be streaming a lot and try to have a lot of fun time. And I have a new mind palace that we can go into, which is really funny because I often reference my deep pondering meditative thought as the mind palace because it's kind of really cool. No, that's definitely not it. Maybe. No. Definitely not it. Well, let's keep mixing around our evidence. That way we go off the board. And I do like how they've gotten that selection. That's one of the things I want to showcase because eventually I'll end up being doing patch notes. This is definitely going to be a highlight where I'm like, this is actually a good portion of the detective system, and it makes me wonder why the hell they didn't integrate it in the rest. I don't know, this game's cool, but sometimes it's just really crappy. But there's your deductive points. If you're not super clever with just wanting to just figure out something really quick, you can really deduct it by just color coding if you wanted to go that way. I utilize it sometimes to speed up when I already know the story dialogue because I've already read ahead. Unfortunately, this damn game I have ahead. But anyways, it's pretty fun to be back and actually have the network running really smooth. Seems like we've gotten George, and a professor at the Hawkmound University is the poison thief. And that's where we left off last time, where we had kind of deduced that there was something boiling up, and there was going to be a lot of destruction in the near future. Now, we already have our EDO ban, which I thought was very interesting that they have those posted all around town in a situation that's pretty worthy. Cheers on the emote there, Chris. How you doing, bud? And I say you're doing well. I'm doing quite well too. For most people, they always cue in a few seconds right after I always retort to that. But let's see here. I do think that I left something off in the medical portion where I needed to finish that up. Oh, she's fearing paparazzi, so I'll just conveniently just reading. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I hate when the PlayStation does this, but I know how to do this really fast. I know it by sound now. It basically detects it down to a really weird surround sound, and it goes to the non-split left and right, and it dims by it probably about 3 to 4 decibels, and my cerebellum just tickles a little less, and I'm just okay, I figured it out. Then all of a sudden I see the blink, and I've gotten it fast enough where I can get it before it changes. Yeah. My senses are in tune sometimes when I'm not having an ear infection or something crazy. I like to think. Alright there, buddy. Your evidence better match up. This is the weasel. I'm gonna try to get him on the non scripted point so he doesn't think he's being watched. Alright. Anyways. What I wanted to do is finally now go to my medical wing of what they have placed. So let's go to the map. I think it's right around the corner. I'm definitely gonna have to bust and move backwards through the college. I did notice a slight spike down on the inconsistency of Facebook on the bitrate. So if there is issues, hit a refresh, everyone. And it might fix some of the issues if you're having audio and or other errors. That also can be a friendly thing sometimes. Because I don't know, oh, there I see, I just saw it again. It dropped to like 30 FPS with 2K. It's not dropping out all the way. And it did drop about 82 frame bits. But this could also be Facebook trying to desperately fix this issue. So I'm not trying to push my luck right now. It seems like the ISP is decent. I might also have the influx of everyone being off right now, watching the internet. Who knows? As the view counts rise, who knows? Anyways, let's talk.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
Yeah, bro.
What
so
do you want to know?
Break it down. No, none of that. No over talking yourself. I'll put you on follow.
I want to know more about Westerberg.
Encoders.
He's the head of our department.
You're following Facebook's code. Oh, that's probably why.
At least 30 years.
Manual.
He's one of the longest-serving staff we have.
Issue.
As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory, a secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay
buried. I don't
buried.
know, man. This is seeming like some crazy crap. And this is the guy supposed to be getting us to the CSI beaker. I'm a man of science.
It's not about why.
So it's cool.
What
He's 50-50 blend. The NPC is powered by MeCC. I can come up with a better one. Like a MeSeek terminology.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none.
A PhD at 25 is pretty impressive, because that means you would have had to start that degree at the age of 12, give or take. Maybe a few years, but that is highly impressive.
Family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later.
So now that we've gotten the medical evidence, see here. Oh, I swear there was another portion where I was investigating and I saved it because the internet dropped out and I was like, all salty, like WTF, mate. Why is this crap happening? But cool thing is, I finally figured out that I might be eligible for fiber, and I think that might be my birthday present to myself. It's very expensive though. So I might have to, that's why I had to save, like literally just for them to come out and to install the line, it's $1,000. But it's 2 gigs up and down. Like when they said it was 2 gigs up and down, I was like, if that comes with an unlimited, that could be very well factored into a business expense. But yes, I'm contemplating that right now. Another thing that I don't really like that they're mandating is that you have to utilize their proprietary freaking system. I don't preferably like that. I don't like having ISPs, routers, and modems. It seems like it goes south sometimes and they end up being the issue because it's proprietary. But yeah, besides that situation,
this should be.
I might have to re-itch this
copy.
Yes, wound of a freaking time remnant. There we go. Now it's poking me in the right direction again. Dun 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 dun. Well, it wasn't locked last time.
Budge.
I mean, he's not gonna hear a gunshot. What are the odds of that, right? Only personnel only. But I mean, it's telling me to go in there. It's marked. It says enter for me.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Yeah, ricin. Rifled through, man. This would wreck. Nice. So I got all my evidence. I'm happy that we can actually go through this. Let me see if there's any more Mind Palace situations that come out. I might have to go talk to him downstairs now. But I've rifled through a whole bunch of the crap up here. But I'm hoping by end of August I should have like enough money, because I mean that is really expensive what they're asking. I mean they literally said 1,000 for them, and they have to come out and they assess it. The assessment's free. I was like, all right, cool. As long as you don't charge me for the assessment. But if it's, you know, $1,000 up front, and then like you have to, I think it's like a year or two contract, which kind of sucks, and it's like $320 a month. That is insane. Like that's literally like a PlayStation 4 every month that you're buying for freaking fast ass internet. And trust me, I'm gonna utilize that to the max. You have no clue. I'm gonna be like, this is what a tiger strapped to a freaking cheetah that's riding a jet powered by a jaguar. Jaguars in the cockpit. That's really what just happened right there. But yes. That could be reality for me pretty
I'd like
soon.
to know a bit more about your professors.
What
Super
do you want to
stoked.
know?
But we'll see. As time goes on and unfurls into like the near
I want to
future,
know more about Westerbrook.
I'll look at more benefits,
He's
because if
the head of our
AT&T steps
department.
in my back pocket
He's
and
been here
goes,
for,
hey, I
well,
can do that for
at least
gig
30 years.
less, but
He's one of
guaranteed
the
unlimited.
longest-serving staff we have. As you've
80
already
bucks.
seen,
I'm like,
he's particularly interested
And no
in the
installations,
wild
and you'll
beasts
do
that
it for
recently
free.
appeared in our
God,
city.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have
But
there.
they do have a backup
I've
flaw.
no
Like, apparently
idea
if you
how he
cancel
did
it's
it,
like
But
1,900
Mr.
or some
Throgmorton's
shit like
men
that you
brought
have to owe
him
them.
live
But
specimens for his research.
let's be real here.
He thinks he's
You're
on the
only
verge of a
paying
breakthrough in
$80
evolutionary
for
theory.
AT&T.
A secret that
You
once
would
revealed
pay that off within
will
about
benefit all humankind.
maybe 5
Some
months.
secret should stay
So depending on
buried.
where you are in your
6
contract, it
feet
may not
under.
even be really worth it.
You're
Like,
not a man
but
of
it might be
science, are
very
you?
well worth it if you're early in the contract.
It's not
and
about
AT&T 's
why.
like, by the way, son,
It's about
you
what
got
is.
this. But I'd have both for a split second. I'd be able to test them against each other. Haha, and reveal all the flaws with ISPs. I will be the Snowden of ISPs. I have no.
What can you
freaking
tell
shit
me
won't
about Professor
doing that.
Cavendish?
He's one of the
And I
most
mean, I
brilliant
use Snowden
teachers we
as just
have
like
here.
obviously a colloquial term,
PhD
just
at
being the
only
whistle
25.
of like what everyone
Just
wants to hear
imagine.
and prove.
His
So let's be
biochemistry
real
studies
here.
are second to
Like,
none, worthy of a Nobel Prize.
Comcast and every other ISP are the same.
If
They're
he
just
could
working us
complete
for
his
money.
work.
What's his
Make
problem?
those bits fly
I
around.
don't know.
But
There's some kind of family trouble.
my friends,
It's made him
we're having a good
standoffish
time here.
and irritable.
About 13 minutes
and
into
easily
it, we're getting
distracted.
into some pretty
I
like
hope he gets
exciting
through
dialogue,
whatever
which
he's
is
going
great.
through.
I
We
have
need his
sweet
talent, especially in
Arnold
these
Palmer
dark
over
times.
here. My like, favorite drink. I like it a lot.
I'll see you later.
Who attacked Thugmortons? Okay, cool. I got the green light. That means that I am completely finished with this. So I'm definitely digging the fact that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Should have known. Who attacked his execution? Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Because he said the Advent before was where they like to chill a lot.
Something I can help you with, sir?
Yeah, can I go inside here? I don't think it's really close. Trying to think. There is a. There we go. Boomeister right over there. Get a got. There should be a telephone booth right around this road. use that whole like TARDIS system. I'm in relative dimension to the phone booth. Shazam. Yeah, to be fair, at least Facebook is streaming. Doesn't seem like it is for a lot of people though, when I was checking it. Most people are like, no. Okay, so he should be over there. I'm gonna be able to investigate him. Rap with him, do stuff.
Your father led an expedition back in 1891. Do you know anything about it?
I'm not the best person to ask, I'm afraid. I was a babe in arms back then, and my father never made his findings public. It is a great shame, of course. His work would have turned the science of evolution on its head.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
He's the walking testament.
The mortician has touched him up well.
Okay, so there's something here I haven't found yet. How strange. Okay, perhaps there's something inside of here that I missed.
Looking sharp, but I guess that's the point.
Oh, a double zinger, I see. Oh, and there we go. These are interesting. That is actually quite convenient of a hiding place. I do not like. I wish we had that technology. That would be great. Or those spells, or whatever the hell it is. Dun 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 dun.
Now, that kid looks a little familiar. I had some questions about Bethany.
I beg your pardon?
Bethany.
I don't believe I know anyone of that name.
Well, it came up during the investigation. See, your father divorced, and his ex-wife's name was Bethany.
Say no more. It is beyond my earliest memories. But even if it weren't, my father's business is his own. I shall not engage in gossip.
And the anti-aliasing is so happy.
Have a good day.
Okay, so we have to make our way to the advent now. I wish this thing had a ramming speed or something I could like juice it up with. Maybe have 2 batteries or throw in like a high octane with a misted like fuel starter or some shit like that, or just spit gas into the engine. Do this Mad Max status, it doesn't matter. You replace that engine anyways. The time you need to do it in the like the real world. Holy crap, I'm like knocking buoys. I am still curious to see what the hell powers this thing, because I don't really believe it's an engine of typical like, propulsion. It doesn't seem normal. Okay, we're coming up close. Stay up. Get ready. Get out now. I feel like you can get something. But there's no real way to get up there without like getting in the water. There's no guarantee you're getting back over. Not to mention, since there's signs that seem like they're electric and the sparking situation right there. I don't want to get in this water. A lot of this water might be live. By alive, I mean just waiting to contact you and just shock the shit out of you. Alright, she's the one with the crazy situation of like, corporal punishment and shit. Damn. The library is great cross-reference stuff, for sure. But I don't think it's utilized as much as they would have been intended. I need to find this dude. I can fast travel back here. That's gonna make you just different. That is one crazy ass statue. That's how you fix the car, ladies and gentlemen. Old school. Just kick it.
Knock it off.
Damn. The city hall might be a good place to start looking. Cool. I can definitely go in the city hall too as well. Alright, let's go ahead and hustle up. The weird politics they have here.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
I really genuinely believe you
Just wanted to say
understand that
hi.
too.
I'm new in town.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
Well, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other.
There's no arguing with this lady.
Bye.
Hey Tony, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Okay, I need to Enterprise. Let's see, where was that? Let's say it was Reed Heights. Interesting. Oh, that's glad I'm doing good myself, and I'm glad you're doing well. No, this is kind of like a Lovecraft-inspired game, so it's like Call of Cthulhu, Mouth of Madness kind of weirdness. And it's a mystery game. Like, to size it up, it's more like Sherlock Holmes meets Snow Watson and a really interesting LA noir, but the game developers really just dumped a really undeveloped game on the market, and the story's pretty decent, so I haven't given up on it yet. But it does try me and push me to my limits because there's just obvious bugs where I'm just like, wow, I can't believe no one's even addressing this. But I don't know. We'll see. Where are we? So it was for sure the Reed Heights, but maybe I need to run it against this area. Got it. I was like, I knew it was gonna be one of these weird ass combinations. Okay, so there we go. So now we have George. He was born in 83, of a century ago. 26, birthplace, your place of residence. He's not even really near here. Okay, so I need to go back. Or the Advent Center. St. Michael's Road. Right here. Which is really small too. The Carpenter. Wait, what? Flat 2. He's over here somewhere. Yeah, that would be Cthulhu, which is this really weird deity that floats around. South Park tends to love to make fun of him, and the whole mythology of it. It's a really great, like, enterprise at this point of, like, story creation. I've always been a big fan of it. Dude was, like, born in, like, the 1800s, and he was part of the whole thing of, like, the HPs that were really famous. H.P. Wells, the H.P. Lovecraft. Those are, like, the two iconic people that were in that century.
All the news that's fit in print. Buy a paper, mister?
Hey, what's going on, lots? Hola. Happy 4th, everyone, by the way. We're looking for flat 2. Gotta find the right street, though.
Burn your eyes clean, for the dusk of time is at hand. Here's the prophecy inscribed in the twilight of the dying moon. The hidden shall arise and drown the world.
I like how the cop just kicks him gently. Oh no, I wasn't doing a caption for police brutality. Yeah, nice for the pose. There you go. We get an action pose. Raise your no, you gotta raise your foot. There you go. I'm gonna give you action poses. I'm gonna drop down. There you go. Surrendering. Alright, tiger. Defense up. Alright. There you go. Fist of Fury. It's like Mother Russia right there. That's how they do, you know, combat fighting. photo shoots. Sometimes I throw in live grenades, jump and shit. That's like crazy ass tactics. By the way, it reminds me of why the hell is our president parading around our fucking military just for a dick swinging contest between North Korea? I hate to say it that blatant at that point, but I really do feel like that's what our president's doing. I'm like, we already on pen and paper outrank almost every other nation in their military surplus. Like, do we really have to parade it around and waste the surplus of gas, payroll, and aren't we in enough debt? Like, I get it. Like, yeah, that's cool. Unless you're gonna fire fireworks out of the tanks, I'm totally okay with it. If they do some kind of American fire like squad with like fireworks and tanks, that would be cool. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think he thought ahead that much. To be real here, it's Donald Trump. No offense, Donald. I mean, if you're all pissed watching this stream, you can, you know, dislike it and fire yourself from it. But the point that I'm getting at is just, it's kind of, I don't know, kind of seems overkill for me. And I'm American, damn it, and I like shit like that, like where it's just like, you know, tanks are cool. You know, well, dude, tanks are kind of cool. I'd say girls don't like tanks. Girls don't like tanks too, but like, I don't know, driving around in a tank like Battlefield 1942 back in the day, that shit was the bomb. Maybe this dude lives here. This is the church cathedral. Gosh darn it. Here. I can't enter here though.
The door won't budge.
Yeah, I cannot enter here. I just had to stand recorrected. Okay, I feel like I'm running around in a lot of crazy circles. I try to figure out if it would be on that situational point of interest, but it's not. It's really misleading. We'll get to the point of interest and I'll look at it one more time, see what we can get. Not too far off, probably about a mile, but it could be bugged in. Like last night, I had to walk around in circles until I hit it from the right angle for some weird reason, and it spawned in the right correct like load-in script, and I was like, oh yay! I can finally proceed forward with the game. I was about to give up too. You know, winding down for the night. Indeed. Myself, I'm kind of warming up for it. Kind of hoping I can fit another stream after this too.
All the news that's fit for print. Buy a paper,
Alright, sir.
mister.
This looks like a place you'd live. Those look like flats.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit for print. Come, find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Man, I am so confused right now.
Knock it off.
You knock it off. Okay, so I'm within the point of interest, but let me open up the casebook and see what is wrong with this. So Oak, Mass. Obviously that's the town. Mass, I don't understand. Maybe massive district. Advent. That's obviously where we are. The central portion of it, which is towards the center. And that would be St. Michael Road between the Carpenter Consolidation. So If we were to look at that in the map, here we are here. Bam's right here. Carpenter. Oh, son of a. It's right here. I'm hoping at least. I've done it before where it's just like, I don't know what's going on. This game's acting all crazy.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
There it is. Apparently they understand one baby is good enough.
The door won't budge.
Well, that's fine. There's no baby around us. They'd cry and stuff. Not their fault. They're just doing the right thing. They know no better.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation.
How interesting. Now all these sourceable points are flooding in.
And the EOD is in the center of all of it.
I loved you. I
Oh,
always
whoa.
loved you.
Right now, I'm looking for a killer that poisoned the whole food market that put ricin. Yeah, ricin. It's a really chemically not organic thing that kills a lot of us. It's really toxic to humans. They had it in Breaking Bad. So I'm trying to investigate that and
A
then
lot of fancy
get down to
dresses
the bottom of
locked
this
away
whole
in a dark
spooky ass
corner for a
vision
long
quest
time.
this dude's having
I'm
while he's
starting to
really
smell
here. It's
some
like, it's an
deep
interesting
family trauma
story.
here. This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
I haven't gotten all the clues yet.
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you. You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George, I can't live like this anymore.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands!
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
That was really weird.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Easy there. Anna from the fish market asked me to find you. You know her, right?
I should have guessed. I know her much better than you think. What does she want from me now? She already took everything I have.
It's not about what she wants. It's about what you did. Poisoning the fish. Sound familiar? Yeah, I can prove you did it.
Hold on. Before you jump to conclusions, I want you to know that I had a good reason to do what I did. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem.
The recruiting?
They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them, they kidnap ordinary folks too.
What?
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's going wrong about it, though, but...
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she is was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doom take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Yeah, but it sounds like you just have a hatred.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and Kay, they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
No, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
Okay, I'm listening.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish.
No.
It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
Those are my only two choices. I can't just punch him and walk away. You're like, grow the fuck up. Man up. Go get your child. Pep talk. I don't know, because I definitely do agree that the EOD the whole time has seemed completely off. The fact that they have a torture chamber, the fact that they have all this crap, there's way more than meets the eye. In fact, every single person I've met in this situation, I have not trusted. Not even our main character. I don't even think he trusts himself. But I do definitely agree that poison is definitely not a way to go about like solving shit, like, especially when it's such a high potent poison. There'd be a difference if like maybe he like made something where people were throwing up and getting sick from it, like eye drops in food. You can make someone's like completely shit themselves or something like that, or X-Lax. That's like, you know, like haha, yeah, it makes people like just go away from it. But Rising kills people, like literally kills people. So yeah, I think he deserves to go to jail. I don't think he deserves to die. But if these are my only two choices, I'll make a deal.
Inside the EOD, is he fairly high up the ranks?
I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it.
My Anna?
It's a win-win situation.
All right, look. I'm gonna need to think about this.
Why did you
Of
stutter right
course.
there?
But don't be too long.
That was someone way more closer
I'm
to
going
you
to
than...
need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
That makes sense though, she is hella weird. That girl's hella weird. Okay, let's keep going though. Let's see what I can find. That's the one I don't really like. George became desperate after the OD robbed him of his wife. He determined to save others from the same fate. I definitely can kind of see that. Desperate, yes. Savior, no. But I don't know. Seems like he's just trying to get even. A dangerous psychopath. I like to think he's between both. George Caneviously is a dangerous psychopath who won't hesitate to kill innocents to achieve his goal. And that is a very clear motive of this person's MO. And it's very interesting that they only give us these choices and we can't mix and match something else. Maybe we're missing a piece of dialogue, but like that is pretty ridiculous. Let's see here. A filthy liar is a cover-up of the OD's shady ambition to take over the city, and then the honest benefactor. Well, it's charity work. No, they're not going to give out free food for nothing. Let's be real here. She is definitely a filthy liar, that's for sure. I should help George loosen up the OC's grips on the city. But I feel like I'm going to like cause a huge conundrum when I do that. Wonder what happens when I do this way. Because then I'd have to go, what is it? She's not a benefactor. Which gives, I should help Anna deal with the poisoner and should help the city from salvation. I mean, that seems like the honest thing, right? But I know it's the wrong thing. I don't think I should do anything. I think I should trick him and weigh my answers later on. So I'm gonna say yes, I definitely agree that she's a filthy liar. And I don't agree with any of these answers, but right now this is the only one that I have. So I think I'm just gonna talk to him.
So, have you made up your mind?
I'll help and lie. Yes.
I've thought about your proposition. Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm
See,
not
I
gonna
feel like
help
that
them
best
anymore.
articulated my point as a detective. You know, because I'm
You're
very
doing a
deductive
great
and
favor for
perceptive,
this
so it's
city,
like
Mr.
I
Reed,
feel like
never
I'm
doubt
light
that.
years ahead of this damn game, but
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I
because I
have
would
to
have brought
do.
the perp in. I'd have been like,
You
nah,
need
bro,
to
I'm sorry.
poison the
Like,
fresh
you're
Hall
definitely
of
gonna save
Fish
some time
at
for
the
this shit,
EOD
but like, I
storage.
definitely see your cause and I'm
It's
gonna pursue this
heavily
shit.
guarded,
Like,
but you'll
you know, if
figure
everything
out
blows off the
something, I have
top,
no
and,
doubt.
You know,
I'll
like,
be back
you'll
later.
just serve time for
I
your
need to see
crimes
my
that you
agent.
did on
Find
humanity
me after
to
you're done. Here's the address
get
and
your
some
goal done,
rice.
rather than seeing the
Be
common
very
goal.
careful with it.
Yeah, will do.
I don't like lying, but in this case, it kind of helped a lot. Cool. Okay, so let's go to getting into our fast travel area. Alright, let's keep going a little bit deeper into the labyrinth and see what we can find. Now that we have more objective. Oh, maybe I will place the fish. Maybe there's like some narrative for it. I feel like it's the wrong thing to do.
Hello again, Daryl. I serve the sea.
See me praised, Mr. Reed. Good to see you again.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure, no problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Bah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
I could use the...
The sea protects.
Wait, did I apply it? I don't understand what the hell just happened. I wasn't trying to do that. You know what? Screw it. I've already gone this much. Oh no. I've complicated to the chef. Compliments to the chef. Well, at least I got a trophy for being it. I already committed to it. Because I mean, like, at that point in time, I was like, shit, I already contaminated half of it. Where is Hawkins? Okay, there's Hawkins. Liberty, I believe. I believe that's right over here. So exit and to the right. Is he still there? Oh, he dipped. Cool. Okay.
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Alkmaar.
They're not.
You've done a
They
great
came
thing,
back and
Mr.
talked to
Reed.
him.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords?
No, passwords
Again?
make sense.
Oh, yes. We decided to use this EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Right, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Huh.
Anyway, the password is, the sea is a cruel mistress.
The sea is a
Good
cool
luck.
mistress.
You know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Yeah. She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
Bye.
I'd much rather just lied. Damn it.
Burn your eyes clean.
There was rouge. I just really wish they would have said apply Riken rather than like freaking just like having it just be blue. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Game tricked me into killing people. It seems like the web's cooperating decently. I mean, it's a really big, like, ups and downs right now on the ISP boat. 801 frames on Facebook, 406 on YouTube. Just makes me wonder if I need to reset my modems or routers. I did a manual ISP lock reset and it didn't work. There we go.
Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
It's funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Okay.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
I can't, like, get mad at a man trying to protect his hide. Okay, let's see if there's a boat. And there is.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Hmm. Let's see here. The evidence, no. Okay, I'm really baffled right now, genuinely, what the hell's going on here. Okay, that really didn't do shit. Ah, razzle dazzle. Okay, WTF, mate. Like, I literally just talked to you, and we made a deal. What the fuck? Like, why couldn't they make like the missions so much more organized? Like, they did a really shitty job. This game is continuously just like proves to me how bad they are. Okay. Guess I gotta go fucking Thug Morton before I can even actually look into the fucking ads. Great. Alright, whatever. I don't really give a fuck right now. I just want to have the game progress.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
I hate this fucking game so much. Can't wait to be done with it, seriously. Great story, I'm liking it, but this game is such a piece of shit. Like, if I had bought this on Amazon, I would have already filed a claim to get my money back. It's just that bad. Finally, this is where I wanted to get to in the first place. But it apparently just put a big giant wall with no purpose. Just keeping out everything that's necessary. Yay. Let's hope this even triggers something. Now you tell him I must discover, like, you tripped out and realized that I hate you so much. Why do they have cake? Oh, oh. Oh. That's rather disturbing.
I know who is behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Yes.
Well, that's how you're acting. The Innsmouthers didn't want to end up here, and they didn't do it to spite you. Your hatred leaves them no choice but to retaliate. Can't you see the vicious cycle here?
They killed my son for Kay's sake.
One man, not all of them. If you keep tarring every Innsmouther with the same brush, you'll radicalize them. And then all this will happen again. The only reason the EOD gained power here is because Innsmouthers had nowhere else to turn. You have to stop being part of the problem.
I shall try to think about what you have said.
Okay, cool. He's not that unreasonable of a guy. I wasn't gonna tell him the truth though. I'm like, yeah, you're acting like a fucking bigot, dude.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now
Really?
leave. I've heard enough from you.
Oh, nice. He gave me a shotgun. Oh, okay, so I had to close it out in order for it to go to the next... This is what I'm talking about. This game is just so horrible. I literally had to go to one thing that wasn't even really that dialogued in, and it kept skipping over and over again. But we did make a lot of progress, I do have to admit. Through all the bugs and this game acting like an R-tard to me, I guess frank. Like, I really hope that they give us something for this painstaking point of beta testing for them. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break. I will be back later on, and we'll see if the ISP will play a little bit nicer.